Cavill just teased a Green Lantern cameo in Justice League. Find out on today's Nerdist News. Did you get the burp at the end? Even a Man of Steel, like say, the Man of Steel, requires some time to himself to take in the finer things in life: champagne, fine dining, and high art. This week, Henry Cavill took a stroll through a museum exhibition in Paris called The Art of DC, The Dawn of Superheroes, and got his fill of superheroic masterpieces. And like any good millennial in a museum, Cavill, who was born in '83, right? So that technically does make him a millennial, which blows my mind. How is he younger than me? How can you be so hot and so young? Millennials drives me nuts. Anyway, Cavill also took some time to take some selfies, posting a gallery of grams with the likes of Superman, Batman, and wait, what's that last photo? Why, none other than Green Lantern. That last photo has expert art aficionados like us and the rest of the internet speculating whether Cavill's snap with the Green Lantern might be confirmation that there will, in fact, be a Green Lantern appearance in the upcoming Justice League. Keep in mind the exhibition features artwork from various artists throughout DC history and contains drawings, sketches, costumes, and props from various DC superheroes and supervillains. Obviously, Cavill has a specific professional and fanboy interest in Superman and Batman, but we find it quite telling that he would include that last pic of a lightbox cover art poster of Green Lantern. Of course, the Green Lantern pic could be nothing more than genuine interest in the artwork, which is so stunning that any fan wouldn't mind it on their wall.
I know, right?
Or maybe Cavill just has a thing for Green Lantern.
I know, right?
But the Superman of Instagram has a history of teasing Justice League deets, like the post-resurrection black costume he teased a close-up pic of last summer. So yeah, it looks like Cavill's post could mean that we'll be seeing a lantern or two in the Justice League. And honestly, that makes complete sense. It's pretty standard procedure these days for superhero films to tease future films in their respective franchises. And as we reported on a few months ago, another Green Lantern movie is definitely on the horizon for DC. Earlier in the year, Warner Brothers confirmed that they had tapped writers David Goyer and Justin Rhodes to pen a script for Green Lantern's Corps, which would pair two of the most popular Lanterns, Jon Stewart and Hal Jordan, in what's being described as an outer space buddy cop movie. So with Lanterns preparing to light up the DCEU, Justice League seems like the perfect place to introduce them and hopefully help audience members forget that Ryan Reynolds debacle from 2011.
Oh, I'm sorry, did I disappoint you?
If, in fact, there are any audience members that still actually remember that movie. I do. I remember that movie.
I kinda do.
A lot, for some reason. Of course, if that's the case, it still begs the question, which member of the Lantern Corps will we actually see pop up when Justice League hits theaters this November? Well, when we originally reported on the subject, our hopes were pinned on one of the more alien lanterns like Kilowog Otamare, but Cavill's Instagram post would certainly seem to point the arrow in human Hal Jordan's direction. However, another Graham-happy celeb may have revealed the real answer. Fast and Furious family member Tyrese Gibson has been campaigning to play Jon Stewart, the Lantern introduced in the early 70s, for a while now. He even sat down with Warner Brothers to discuss the potential casting just last year. Fast forward to yesterday when, hot on the heels of Cavill's curious captions, Tyrese posts this image to Instagram, along with the phrase, "It's time." Now, it should be noted that that's an image from the soon-to-be-released Injustice 2 video game, and Gibson could just be bragging about receiving an advanced copy, like myself. But that would be pretty trollish, like myself, considering how vocal he's been about wanting the Jon Stewart role in the past, and quite frankly, he seems like a pretty perfect fit for the part, at least in the buddy cop version of the movie Warner Brothers is moving forward with. In his multiple times behind the wheel of the Fast franchise, Gibson has proven himself adept at combining action and humor, the exact formula you need for a winning buddy cop movie, and frankly, if he can make the ridiculous stunts from those movies feel real, making us believe he can fly through space thanks to a magic ring should be no sweat. But what do you folks think? Do you think we'll actually see a Green Lantern in Justice League, and which Corps member would you like to see the most? Let's discuss. And if you like Nerdist News, you should tune into our live daily show, Nerdist News Talks Back. We round up the best news and stories in pop culture, interact with the fans, and generally have a great time. You can check us out every day at 1 p.m. PST on YouTube and ProjectAlpha.com. See you guys there!